Hi everyone, and welcome back to A Math Diary. As written in the title, in this video, we will discuss about cube roots. We know that 2 cubed means 2 times 2 times 2, then it will be equal to 8. In reverse, if we take cube roots of 8, which equals 2 times 2 times 2, then the result will be 2. So, if we want to know the cube roots of 8, we have to think about the multiplication of 3 identical numbers which equal to 8. That is 2 times 2 times 2. Now, we know that the cube roots of 8 is the same as the cube roots of 2 times 2 times 2, which equal to 2. How about the cube roots of 27? Now you have to think about the multiplication of 3 identical numbers which equal to 27. As we know, 27 is equal to 3 times 3 times 3. So, the cube roots of 27 is the same as the cube roots of 3 times 3 times 3. So, the result will be 3. Now, can you find out the square roots of 343? Let's check the result. 343 is equal to 7 times 7 times 7. So, the cube roots of 343 should be the same as the cube roots of 7 times 7 times 7. And the result will be 7. Well, the previous examples were actually quite easy, right? Now, let's find another way to find the cube roots. Let's say we want to know the cube roots of 216. With the previous method, we need to find the multiplication of 3 identical numbers which equal to 216. That is 6 times 6 times 6. So, the cube roots of 216 will be 6. Now, let's see the prime factorization of 216. 216 can be written as the multiplication of 3 and 72. 72 is not a prime number, so we can write it as the multiplication of 3 and 24. 24 is the multiplication of 2 and 12, and 12 is the multiplication of 3 and 4. 4 is the multiplication of 2 times 2. So, we know that the prime factorization of 216 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. If we want to find the cube roots of 216, it means we want to find the cube roots of this prime factorization. 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. With the commutative law of multiplication, we can change the order of this multiplication like this. But why do we need to change the order of the multiplication? Look at this new order. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. It means this new order will give us 6 times 6 times 6. So, the cube roots of 216 is actually the same as the cube roots of 6 times 6 times 6. And the result will be 6. Anyway, I know you will think it is easier to find the cube roots of 216 by thinking the multiplication of 3 identical numbers, just like we did in the first method. But what if we want to find the cube roots of a greater number? Let's say we want to find the cube roots of 1728. Of course, you can do trial and error. to multiply three identical numbers. But doesn't it take times? Now, let's find these cube roots using prime factorization. First, we have to know the prime factorization of 1728. 1728 is the multiplication of 2 and 864. 864 is the multiplication of 2 and 432. 432 is the multiplication of 2 and 216. 216 is the multiplication of 2 and 108. 108 is the multiplication of 2 and 54. 54 is the multiplication of 2 and 27. 27 is 3 times 9. 9 is 3 times 3. So, the prime factorization of 1728 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. So, we know that the cube roots of 1728 is actually the same as the cube roots of this prime factorization. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. Now, I will change the order of this multiplication with commutative law. You can see that this new order is actually consists of three identical multiplication. We know that 2 times 2 times 3 is equal to 12, so this cube roots is actually the same as the cube roots of 12 times 12 times 12. Now, we know that the result will be 12. With this way, we got the cube roots of 1728 because we can change the order of the multiplication of the prime factorization into 2 times 2 times 3, and we multiply them 3 times. Now, let's think further to this part. Without changing the order, we can also group this prime factorization like this. The first group is 2 cubed, and then another 2 cubed in the next group, and 3 cubed in the last group. So the cube roots of 1728 is 2 times 2 times 3, or it is the same as 12. Now, we have 3 ways to find the cube roots of a number. The first one is using trial and error. The second one is using prime factorization, but we change the order. The second one is grouping the prime factorization into the multiplication of 3 identical numbers. Now, can you find the cube roots of 5832? In the next video, we will discuss another challenging topics, so don't forget to subscribe this channel and ring the bell to get the notification to this channel. Thanks for watching!